Hello everyone, this is Rizzo and I'm going to be doing my first review on the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the Xbox One. Quick history on Assassin's Creed for me. I did play through Assassin's Creed 1, did not complete Assassin's Creed 2, and I did not play Brotherhood, Revelations, AC3, or the Vita game. So this game was fresh for me, and that's a good thing, I think, and I recommend this game for anybody, especially if you haven't played Assassin's Creed in a while. We're going to be talking about a lot of things today. We're going to start a little boring here. We're going to talk about the menus. Now, the menus are a basic thing to overlook in a game like this, but since you are going to be using them so often, I felt we needed to talk about it just for a little bit, not too long. The reason why I did want to talk about it, though, is that they are done very well, and you're going to see it a lot. And you do have to use it for upgrades and crafting for your Jackdaw, which is your ship. Edward, of course, is the main protagonist. Here you go, you can see there's a lot of upgrades there, and there is some customization for the ship, which is good. All here, it's done, it's very fast, it's done very well. Edward's upgrade, you got sword sets, pistol sets, and outfits, and you'll be crafting to upgrade your pistol, your health, things of that nature. And I thought the menus were good. Now onto the maps. This is what you're really going to see quite a bit. You're going to need it for fast travel, chests and collectibles, things like that. So you are going to be looking at it a lot. And I think the map is done very well. You can clearly see where you can go, what things are complete, and where the next collectible is. Very good job there. Alright, now to talk about more exciting things like the graphics. Well, I do consider the graphics very good. I wouldn't say they're quite next gen, but they're still going to impress. The level of detail and design on the different towns in the game, which there are many, are all very unique, have their own style, but they all make you feel like you're in the Caribbean. The game really immerses you with the sound and the level of design. You can tell there's a lot of effort put into this game. Also, another big plus on the game is the sound. As you can hear the footsteps, the noise, there's birds in the background. Here we go, the tavern. They're singing and dancing. I just thought the level of detail and the sound and the graphics, very good to see. The game's very nice to hear. Very impressed in that aspect. Now you are going to be spending a lot of time on your ship. We've got to talk about the ships in this game. Not only do they look good, you'll see the sails move, you see the detail in the ships. The ship will change with the way you upgrade it. And the water. The water effects in this game are done very well. It'll push you around, there'll be waves, wind, storms, typhoons. The water will fight you. It'll try to kill you, really. But the water in this game, done very well. The detail overall in the graphics, the design, you can tell this is a AAA title and they deliver. And that is great to see. Assassin's Creed 4, 6th, 7th installment, these guys are working hard and it shows. The way they present the game, the way the graphics are done, the way they make you feel like you're actually here in Kenway's ship, here on these islands. Very impressed, and I do like it. The whole thing is done very well. Now, we got to talk about fighting. Why do we have to talk about fighting? Well, you're going to do it a lot. But, unfortunately, the fighting in this game is too easy. And that's more negative than positive, in my opinion. It's not going to challenge you too much there. If you're looking for a challenge in this game, you're really going to have to find it, because the fighting, Kenway's just going to murder people, okay? Now, it's an Assassin's Creed game, so there is a lot of stealth, but the stealth is done pretty good. The stealth is fun. The stealth route is more exciting than the fighting route. It really is. But what you're going to notice when you're doing stealth is how poor the AI is. Unfortunately, you'd like to see the AI at least be able to hear you. You'd like to see the AI react to things going on around them, They really don't. If their backs to you, they're obviously deaf. They do not hear you. Like here, the other enemies' backs to me, they have no idea what's going on as I murder these people, okay? That's the long and short of it. But there is fun things to this stealth. There's the pistols are good. The smoke bombs, smoke bombs make your life easy when you have a group of enemies. There's a blowpipe, which has sleep darts, berserk darts, and rope darts, which you don't get till later in the game. But I recommend using these berserk darts. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it really makes your life easy using these berserk darts. As you'll see here, when you use these berserk darts, especially on a captain or one of the officers, they are going to do the job for you. And it's fun to watch. It is hilarious to see them destroy each other. As you see here, they do the job for you. I will get the stealth bonus while sitting in a bush shooting my darts. That's, in my opinion, that's the best way to do it. If you're going to play stealth, shoot a few darts at them. You get them relatively early on in the game. Use them.
That took him off his feet.
There you go. You got to do it on the captain. That's the right way, dude. Get it on the captain. Let him go ahead and do the work for you. And he's the target. So let him beat him up for you. You will be hiding in bushes, hay, all sorts of stuff like that. The stealth game it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Now here you get to see, I do screw up here. I was going to get the gunner. You want to get the gunners first because they will spot you. But unfortunately here, they just don't notice me. I mean, I stabbed the guy in the middle of his conversation. Nobody reacts. Nobody knows. I'm just walking around. Everybody has their back to me. Nobody can hear. So I just go ahead and proceed to murder a few others. There you go. The gunner finally spots me. Oh no, I'm going to have to fight a few people. Big deal. Okay. Now let's get on to the ships, because the ships, you have your one ship, the Jackdaw, and you get to upgrade it, make it stronger. You have mortars, heavy shot, your broadside cannons. There's all sorts of stuff to upgrade, and you're going to be spending a lot of time in the ship. And that's a good thing, because the ship gameplay is a lot of fun. Now you see here I am wrecking a man of war and a couple of frigates. Now early on in the game you won't be able to do this quite so easily. Of course I have the fully upgraded ship. It makes it, pretty easy. Although these are low-level ships, you won't be able to do this early on in the game, or even mid-game. I just happen to have the upgrades to pull it off. But the ship gameplay is done very well. The whole pirate game, when you go from land to sea, it turns into a pirate game. It's done very well. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do. You've got to try it. The game, it's almost two games in one, and both of the games are done very well and will keep you engaged for quite a while. Now, I spend a lot of time in these ships, and you get to board these ships and loot the ship. Like here, this is a man of war. There's objectives when you go to board a ship. Here you see I have to kill 20 of the crew. I have to destroy the ship flag and kill a couple of enemy scouts. This is, depending on how big the ship is, you'll have more objectives, a larger crew to kill. And as you see here, again, the fighting is really easy. I'm just pushing X here, nothing special. I mean, you might run into a couple enemies here, you have to hit A maybe, but really X, Y, A, B gets the job done. Nothing special going on there. You'd like to see it more like the Batman Arkham City games with the combo system. Unfortunately, that's not here, but still it is a lot of fun to board and loot the ships. I never get bored doing this. It's a great part of the game. Keeps you entertained all the way through. Now we're going to get on to one of these mini games. You can't actually capture the ship, send it to your fleet, and You can either salvage it or use it in the missions. As you'll see here, the missions, you send these ships off, they'll collect money for you, they'll collect treasures for you, and they, excuse me, they do a lot. They get you a lot of money later on, and it's worth it to do. Now here I get a treasure map, the last treasure map I needed. I had no idea where it was. It just so happened I'd been sending these ships out, and they came back with the last treasure map I needed. So I want to say the Kenway's fleet is worth it to do. It's fun. You get to battle these ships. It's done very well. Now the collecting in this game, there's a lot of collecting. If you want to do it, it's there. I like to do it. I like collecting. Here I am looking at the coordinates on the treasure map, 621277. That's where I need to be. And here you go, the treasure maps again. You can look at the picture. X marks the spot. I'm where I need to be. I like collecting. I like treasure map hunting. I think it's done very well in this game. If you like to collect, this is where it's at, because this game's got tons of stuff to do. You can collect the shanties, get songs for your crew. You get to collect the chest. There's tons of chests. 22 buried treasure chests. I like it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like I said, there are a ton of activities in this game, always things to do, and they're all done very well. AAA title, like I said before, they don't disappoint. The game just keeps you going. There's always stuff to do. You get bored with one thing, you move on to the next. You get bored while you're at sea, you go to the land and do some stuff there. Game is great in that regard. Now, I want to go over just these things that you can do in the game. I'm going to make it quick. As far as gameplay, I mean, you're going to be looting, collecting, fighting, harpooning like we are here, hunting. The open world in this game, it's huge. It rivals that of GTA. You're going to be ship fighting, boarding the ships that you fight, bunch of mini games, hacking. The stealth is done great, upgrades and customizations for your ships and outfits, just activities galore. Okay, Assassin's Creed 4. This game has a lot of stuff to do. There you go. Jaws surprised me there. Almost killed me. Okay, but this game, now, there's a lot to it. I haven't touched on the story at all. Now, there's a story. I'm not going to show any spoilers, obviously, but I need to talk about it. Kenway's story is good. The overall story is okay. It is entertaining. But basically you're just going to be focusing on Kenway and his adventures. And Kenway's an interesting guy, you know. I mean, the dialogue in this game is very good. The story overall is done very well. I think as a Pirates game and Assassin's Creed game, it delivers, okay? The story isn't groundbreaking or anything as far as Assassin's Creed goes, but it keeps you entertained. And also on the story, unfortunately, you don't get to really learn more of the other characters. There's not a lot of development there. You don't get to really know, you know, Blackbeard and the other pirates in the game. You wish there was more of that. Unfortunately, there's not. Now we're going to talk overall on this game, positives and negatives. As you can tell, I really enjoyed the game. I haven't played Assassin's Creed game in a while, but I really enjoyed this. I would say positives, the sound is great, graphics, pirates, Assassin's Creed, if you like those, it's here. Lots of collecting, activities to do. Kenway's story is great. You have your own ship, and who doesn't like booty? I like booty. Now, of course, there are negatives in this game. A few negatives, but overall, the positives far outweigh the negatives. But here they are. The story, overall, there's not much other than Kenway. Fighting, like I said before, maybe a bit too easy. Can get boring. Other activities may be repetitive. As far as the side missions go, the AI in this game is weak. Character development, other than people named Kenway, not very good. But overall, I have to rate this game high, 9 out of 10. In my opinion, one of the better games of the year. You don't want to miss it. It will entertain and impress with a large open world to explore by land and sea. And that's the big part about this game. When you go from land to sea, sea to land, it's a completely different game. And I enjoyed every minute of it, and I think you will too. Thanks for watching.